Okay, we are all buttoned up and ready to go outside for the paintball cannon test. Now, sure that you will notice that the FPV camera for the tank that's just stuck on there was silly putty for right now. It's not anywhere near being complete, but there's the view. That's my foot waving back and forth because I'm standing in front of the tank. I've also got the Mobius cam stuck on the top there because the FPV cam will not record video. Everything's live. We're ready to go. Okay, here's the Hetzer. She's powered up and ready to go. I'm going to go and turn on the Mobius camera so that we'll get video of everything that we're doing here. Start the tank while I'm walking over there. Okay, now with the tank running, I want you to get a look at the radio. You can see that I've got the screen attached. So if this shows up on the video, you're looking, there's the barrel of the Hetzer, and you can see here we are behind the camera. Okay, so I've got this view from the screen. I could also have that through the goggles if I wanted to wear the goggles. Get it up here a little closer and load some paintballs, and we'll see what happens. This is all still new and experimental, so we don't really know for sure what's going to happen. I'm going to load 6 paintballs. I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm getting fairly decent smoke, and that's just running off of the IBU. That's not running on straight battery power. That's the IBU set at 100%. So I think if I tone it down to 75%, I might actually get some proportionality out of it. But it's got a long tube to go through to get to the end. We're going to load 6 paintballs. I'm going to drop 1 paintball. Now I'm really hoping that gravity will do the trick and that these will roll right down. I know they're rolling down the tube well. I've also got the spring follower that I can work with. So I'll run that down in there just to see if I can feel where it stops. I'm still not touching paintball. I think I'd have to have about 10 paintballs in there in order to have the spring be effective. Okay, we'll give her a try and see what happens. I want to get to a place where you guys will have a good view. I think if I bring the Hetzer up here and shoot at that box, that might do the trick. Sorry, this is going to be a long video. You can feel free to skim ahead. Alright, let's give her a try and see what happens. Oh, did you see that? The paintball went right through the box. This is going to be just phenomenal. You see that hole? The paintball went right through the box before it broke. Let me get something a little bit more substantial for us to blaze at. I'd go blaze at the tree, but Roy gives me enough crap already anyway. Okay. Let's try her again. Uh-oh. That felt like a paintball breaking in the barrel. That might be bad news. Nope, that hit. Something hit. Okay, we're shooting paintballs. That's at least 4. I only put 6 in there. Get a little traverse action. That's 5. Let's try and put one a little bit above. Okay, that one didn't fire. So I think what happened was that one paintball burst in the barrel, and then the next paintball came through and kind of cleared it out. I am now going to disassemble the front of the tank after this video and clean it. I've got a cleaning kit for this, and the barrel that came with the tank is still detachable. I'm going to put that on with a set screw. The purpose today was to just check and make sure that it fires paintballs, and it really does. So you can tune out now if you want, or you can watch and I'll load some more and we'll play some more. Ha! All right, let's give her a try. Oh, that is nice. A little to the right. You know what? The screen is kind of above the traverse knob, and it makes it kind of awkward. Didn't get my cannon sound there, but I missed the board, and the paintball hit on the box. I'm just tickled to death, man. I can see I'm going to have to adjust the bracket for the screen. It's not going to be real comfortable like that. Let me show you what I mean. Let's see if I can pop this off. See, the problem now is that when you go to reach for the traverse knob, the screen is kind of right in the way there. But you got to have it tilted forward so that you can see it, you know. Now that might be a little better. Guys bored yet? I'm not. Now I can also, I can drive through this. I wonder if I can make it so that you guys can see the screen. Let's do a little FPV driving if we can. Let's see what we got here. I'm hoping that that's going to show up. Hope you guys can see this even halfway as well as I can. I really like the picture. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be for a $15 camera. Now we're coming straight at me, so don't touch the trigger. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this thing left a nice track in the grass. The neighbors will know if I've been running my tank across their yard. I'd really like to try and get some paintball range tests, but in my neighborhood that's just not a good idea. I will eventually take it down to the park, which is like 2 blocks away. I'll drive it right down there, and then we'll do some testing down there. But you know, to be honest, that probably won't be until spring. She sure looks good in the sunlight like that. I guess now would be the time to do the markings for Girls und Panzer if I'm going to. So I just wish I could get a hold of Alpha. I miss that guy. I'll tell you what, he'd wet his pants if he saw this with Girls und Panzer markings. And of course, we got to get rid of that silly putty holding the camera. Now the Mobius is supposed to be good for 10 minutes on each video, and this video has been playing for about 13, so we'll see what happens. But everything else is still, you know, works like it's supposed to. The MG34 traverses, and doesn't really show up that well in the daylight, but the LED does flash on the end of it. I can see it, but just barely. I'm not sure if it'll show up at all on the camera. And of course, as we demonstrated earlier, traverse is working fine, as is elevation. Let's see if we got one more paintball in there. Yes, I think I hit the box. This thing is going to be just too cool. Now that sounded empty. Definitely empty. Well, fellas, there you have it, the first paintball test. I couldn't be happier. I think it works absolutely terrific. If I can get the laser sighting system and the FPV camera all dialed in, I'm going to have a really one-of-a-kind tank here. And you know, I'll be happy to give whatever help I can to anybody else that wants to try and do anything similar. If you want to put in paintball or FPV, just give me a holler, send me a private message, hit me up on my YouTube channel, whatever you want. And the more people we can get involved in this hobby, the better it's going to be for all of us. So I will do everything I can to support the hobby. Had to do one last drive-by. It's like one of them old Batman shows where the bad guys are always tilted. Hey, we'll see you next time.